Hello, good morning everyone and respected sister. I Shikha Kumari Yadav of BSc Nursing second year student. Today I am going to present my pharmacology topic that is based on corticosteroids. So first we will see the introduction of the corticosteroids. So here is introduction of corticosteroids. So corticosteroids are the oftenly known as steroids. So, corticosteroids are the subtype of steroids category. Okay, it is an inflammatory medicine. So, corticosteroids are the inflammatory medicines or drugs um, which is prescribed for a wide range of conditions. They are a man made version of hormones normally produced by the adrenal glands. Yes, it is also a man made version of hormone, and it is produced by the adrenal gland. Means adrenal glands are the glands which are present at the top of the kidney. Uh, these are totally two glands which are present at the top of the kidney. So corticosteroids has anti-inflammatory effects. It prevents the inflammation, and it is the man-made version of hormone which is produced by adrenal glands of the kidney. Okay, so um, one by one we will see the two drugs of corticosteroids. So I am going to tell about first drugs of corticosteroids, that is cortisone. So cortisone, a steroid hormone produced by the adrenal cortex. Cortisone is a um, steroid hormone which is produced by adrenal cortex. As you know, adrenal cortex is the top gland of the kidney. It is introduced in 1948 for its anti-inflammatory effects in the treatment of rheumatoid arthritis. So, this drug is introduced in a 1948 for its anti-inflammatory effects. Means it prevents the inflammation. It mainly specifically it is used for the rheumatoid arthritis. Here rheumatoid arthritis means means um, a chronic inflammatory disorder affecting many joints including those in the hands and feet. So it is a rheumatoid arthritis is a joint type of disorder. So this drug is used for the treatment of rheumatoid arthritis. Okay, it has been largely replaced by related compounds that do not produce certain undesirable side effects. So, next we will see the doses of the cortisone. So, here doses for cortisone is, here adult doses is available and child doses. So, um, typical doses, that is 25 to 300 mc per day. Your doctor will decide your doses depending on your condition. And also here cortisone has not been confirmed as safe and effective for use in people younger than 18. So for cortisone drugs, um, there is not any decided doses for um, youngers which are less than 18-year old. Okay, so next we will see the routes of cortisone. So the main routes of administration for this type of drug is, that is oral and parenteral. So oral means by ingestion through the mouth, and parenteral means in um, the the doses which are giving from the intravenous or intramuscular. Okay, there are some of the example which are taken by oral route, that is prednisone, prednisolone, methylprednisolone, and the the parenteral is methylprednisolone and tri tri triamcinolone. amisulnolone, and dexamethasone. Now we will see the mechanism of actions. So glucocorticoids inhibits in neutrophils apoptosis. Here neutrophil apoptosis means it is the process of programmed cell death that prevent the release of neutrophils histotoxic content. So it is the programmed cell death of neutrophils. Okay, here degermination means vascular wall of blood cells. They inhibit phospholipase A2, which decreases the formation of arachidonic acid derivatives. They inhibit NF kappa B and other inflammatory transcription factors. They promote anti-inflammatory genes like interleukin. So here I am all over about this line. I am telling, and that is it prevents the inflammation with the help of doing some reaction inside the area near about the joints. Okay, now we will see the indications of the um, cortisone. So before using this medication, tell your doctor or pharmacist your medical history, about your medical history, especially of in your medical history there is something bleeding problems, history of blood clots, brittle bones, which is called osteosporosis, um, diabetes, eye disease, example cataracts, glaucoma, herpes, infection of the eyes. So here also indication heart problems, that is uh, congestive heart failure, high blood pressure. These are the indications for the cortisone. Now we will see the contraindication. So contraindications for this drug is, before using this medication tell your doctor or pharmacist your about your medical history, especially of bleeding problems, history of blood clots, brittle bones, diabetes, eyes disease, and heart problems and blood pressure. Now we will see the adverse effect of the um, cortisone. So first adverse effect is confusion. By using this drug you have problem related with confusion, excitement. uh, the people are suffering from excitement and restlessness, headache, nausea, vomiting, skin problem including acne, thin skin, heavy sweating, redness, and the last one is trouble sleeping. The peoples who are taking the doses of cortisone, they may be suffering from troubles of sleeping. Okay, next we will see the side effects of the cortisone. So first is insomnia. In the people are having indigestion, NCR, appetite, rheumatism, and arthralgia, cataract, and epistaxis. Now we will see the nurse's role of by taking this medicine. Administer once a day doses before 9 a.m. to mimic normal peak corticosteroids blood level. Increase doses when patient is subjected to stress. Warning: taper doses when discontinuing high doses or long term therapy to avoid adrenal insufficiency. So now we will see the next drug, that is prednisone. Prednisone and prednisolone were introduced in 1955 by Suchring and Upjohn under the brand name Meticorten and Delta Cortef respectively. These prescription medicines are now available from a number of manufacturers as generic drug. So this is all about the introduction of prednisone. Now we will see the about doses and route of prednisone. So available forms are tablet, solution and syrup. So for tablet there is 1, 2.5, 5, 10, 20, 50 mg tablets are available, and oral solution is 5 mg per 5 ml and 5 mg per ml, and syrups are available 5 mg per 5 ml. So these are the doses and routes of the prednisone. Now we will see the mechanism of actions of prednisone. So here prednisone is a biologically inert and converted to the predominantly prednisolone in the liver. It decreases inflammation by suppression of migration of polymorphonuclear leukocytes. Here, polymorphonuclear leukocytes are the type of white blood cells, that is neutrophils, eosinophils and basophils. So, prednisone suppresses the um, white type of blood cells and to decrease the inflammation. So, uh, and reversal of increased capillary permeabilities suppress the immune system. It suppresses the immune system by reducing activity and volume of the lymphatic system. It suppresses adrenal function at high doses. It also at the high doses prednisone is also suppresses the functions of adrenal function. So next we will see the indications of the prednisone. So replacement therapy in adrenal cortex insufficiency. The prednisone is given to the patient, which is replacement therapy in adrenal cortex insufficiency. Here next point is hypercalcemia associated with cancer. So for the this medication is prescribed for the patient which are having high calcium level associated with cancer. Next point is short term management of various inflammatory and allergic disorders such as rheumatoid arthritis, collagen disease and dermatologic disease and status asthmaticus and autoimmune disorder. So this drug is um, given the kind of patient suffering from rheumatic arthritis, means the inflammation in joints, especially in hand and foot, and this drug is also given to the patient which is suffering from collagen fiber diseases, and this is also given to the patient which is suffering from some skin problems and asthmatic patient, and this disease is also given to the autoimmune disorder in the case of autoimmune disorder. So next point is hematologic disorders. So kind of this kind of disease, that is hematologic disorder, at the time of this disease prednisone is prescribed, and also it is given to the ulcerative colitis patients and neurologic or myocardial involvement the patient who are having this kind of problems, they are usually prescribed for the prednisone like drugs. So next we will see the contraindications of the uh, prednisone. Hypersensitivity, people who are having hypersensitivity, serious infection except tuberculosis, meningitis, varicella, systematic fungal infection. The people who are having severe kind of infection, uh, these peoples are not have to take this kind of drug. Okay, now we will see the adverse effects and side effects of the prednisone. So first is insomnia, means poor sleep, nervousness, increased appetite, indigestion problem is there, dizziness is there, headache, headachenes is there, headache, hypopigmentation related problem is there, diabetes mellitus, glucose intolerance problems are seen in some cases, hyperglycemia, arthralgia, cataracts, glaucoma, epistaxis, diaphoresis, coughing syndrome, edema, fractures, hallucination, hypertension, muscle wasting, osteoporosis, pancreatic, seizures and suppression. These are the some kinds of side effects and adverse effects of the drugs which is prednisone. Now we will see the nurse's role to give prednisone. That is, do not stop taking the drug without consulting your health care provider. Take once daily doses at about 9 am. Second point is avoid exposure to infection. And next point is report unusual weight gain, swelling of the extremities, muscle weakness, black or tarry stools, fever, prolonged sore throat, colds or other infections, worsening, worsening of the disorder for which the drug is being taken. At the last, thank you to all.